Hi, this is Sean and welcome to this improv lesson. I'm going to do another one building 10 phrases from just one, which people have been asking me to do more of. So here goes. My belief is that if you want to improve your jazz playing and improvisation, then you have to learn to compose on the spot because that's what we're doing. And composing on the spot isn't just throwing a lot of stuff out. The practice of it involves learning to build small phrases and tweak them and change them and grow them into something else. And that's when you get the skills to do that live. It's not just a bit of this and a bit of that and hope it all works out. Of course, as people say, you want to forget about everything you know in a way and just play. But there's a difference between somebody that's practiced doing that and somebody that hasn't practiced doing that. So let's take a phrase. Let's build something on 2-5-1 in F. G minor 7, C7 to F major, and each chord will last a bar each. So G minor, 2, 3, 4, C7, 2, 3, 4, F major is going to be our landing. Let's see what we'll do. I don't know, let's have a starting note like D. And the scale we're going to be using is basically the F major scale. You could see it in a couple of different ways, but for simplicity, I'm going to call it just the F major scale. Let's go up and then down. And what we'll find is a simple little phrase can turn into something beautiful the more and more you develop it. I don't know, I can't promise you beauty yet. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's see. So I'm going to go 3 notes up and then down. And of course, we're playing 8th notes as we always do with this sort of stuff. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. And from here, why don't we go up a chord in the F major scale? Alternate notes will be like this. Okay? So our phrase will be up a chord and down a scale, which lands us on the 3rd of F very conveniently, a nice exit note. So this is how it will sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the way, do practice these things slowly enough for you. There's no point rushing into everything and tripping up all the time and then getting it right, because you never quite get the rhythmic strength to be good all the time. Okay, so let's get 10 phrases from this. Let's do what I often do, which is cut off the first note. It'll be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, fine. That's something we can already do. Let's try adding a note at the beginning. Add a note before. So that'll be like this. That could be a half step below. It could be a scale note below. Could be a scale note above. And it will begin earlier. So where we began on the first beat and then we cut off a note, started on 1 and. Now we'll be beginning on the 4 and. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my extra note was that C sharp going to D. Fine. Number 3, what are we going to do? Why don't we try going up 1 note further? Go up 1 more note and see what happens. Sometimes it's fun just to see where things are going to end up. So it'll be like this. Still up a chord. And this time we come out on the 5th because of the way things figured out. Quite like that. Okay, let's do it again. 3, 4. Okay, that's number 3 sorted. Let's keep going. Let's have number 4. Let's go up 1 less note. Let's see what happens. We're still going to make it figure out. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you see how I instinctively went down a half step and back to make all this figure out so I had the same amount of notes? Okay, let me show you that again. Down a half step, and then up the chord and down the scale. Okay, that one figured out okay. Let's have a number 5. Let's cut off 2nd note. So we get this. Back to the original idea. We're going to cut the 2nd note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite like that one. Let's hear it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fine, we'll keep that. Let's have a number 6. Let's switch top D to, let's call it D flat, and that will be, instead of having this at the end, we'll have this, which can be really pretty on a C7. It gives you a flat 9 sound. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, flat 9. Okay, so we'll keep the original idea, or we could have any of these and incorporate that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, quite like that. Let's mix 5 and 6. So now we're going to cut off the second note and we're going to switch the top note to D flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Now I feel like it's starting to come to life a bit. I'm going to go down a half step this time and then back. What that's going to do is it's not going to let me land on the 3rd. I'll have to land on the 5th, as you see. Half step. Down. Still the chord, however we want the chord, but we'll land on the 5th of F this time, the C. Okay, let me do that with a bit more tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quite like that. Okay, good. We're 2 away. Let's have a triplet at the bottom. And we'll need a half step to get here again, right? So let's do it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triplet. Half step. Up the chord. And out on the 5th. Okay, good. We got a lot of phrases going on here. Last one, what are we going to do? Instead of the E, let's change E to G. So, in other words, approach from above, not below. And that will be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that brings us to 10 phrases from 1. Try doing this with one of your phrases and I hope it helps you. If you like this video, then please consider becoming a Jazz Skills member, where I have hundreds of lessons for pianists of all levels, whether you're just starting out or you're an advanced jazz student. So I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye for now.